Hi, I'm Chloé and this is Matthew.
Hi, Chloé.
We're from the Sorry We Are French team and we are here today to tell you more about our new game, which is Immortal 8. So Immortal 8 is a drafting and civilization game set in a fantastic and heroic universe. The rules are very simple. At the beginning of the game, each player will be given a secret identity that corresponds to an immortal. So you'll have to keep throughout the entire game your identity secret. And depending on your immortal, you'll have a different type of scoring and thus a different strategy of play. So the game lasts 2 rounds. Each round is divided into 3 phases. First, we have the living draft, then the kingdom phase, which corresponds to the action phase, and at last we have the supremacy phase. So I think we can now begin and tell you more about the first phase, which is the living draft. So here we are at the living draft. So at the beginning of the draft, we'll be given 5 different cards. So this is your pile, this is mine. From this pile of 5 cards, you're gonna choose one and place it in the case that corresponds
the leftmost space.
Exactly.
Available. Okay.
You always have in front of you this player board that is a reminder of the rules and how the phases are played.
Okay.
So we're gonna start like this. We're gonna play our first card. Then once each player is done, we're gonna decide together whether we want to play it or not. Are you good?
I'm ready.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I'm revealing my card.
Me too.
Some cards come with some bonuses. So let's say I played Eliana, so I'm winning a science token.
I play Valine, I get a science and a military token.
Okay, so as this is a draft, I'm gonna pass my cards to my opponent to my right. Or to my left, actually, sorry, because it's clockwise.
Yeah.
And so it goes on.
Can I play all the cards during the draft?
No, that's a very good question.
Okay.
Among the 5 cards,
yes,
you'll be able to reveal 3 cards.
Okay.
Once you don't reveal a card, you're gonna earn the money that is encrypted on your player board. So
okay,
for the first card, it would have been 5 coins. Now, if you don't play it, you're gonna earn 3.
Okay.
And it decreases until the end, because at the end you get less choice, so less money.
Okay.
So I'm good.
I pick my card.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm not revealing it.
Me too.
Yeah, because I know what you put behind it. Oh, maybe not. Okay. So, third card. 1, 2, 3.
I decide not to play it.
I'm playing a card with again a bonus of a science. Up. 1, 2, 3.
I play this one.
And I play this one.
Yeah.
So I played a wonder.
A
wonder always comes with a wonder token.
Okay.
And
I played an armory, which gives me during the draft as a bonus a military token. But I noticed in the 4th turn of the first draft the bonus is double, except for wonders. So it's a bonus only for civilization tokens.
Exactly. Under the 4th card play, you're gonna earn twice the bonus.
Thank you for giving me the right card.
Yeah, I know. I didn't pay attention. That's why. And now for the 4th card, like, I don't have any space. I played all my 3 cards.
Place it face down. I decided to play it. It's a good card. It gives me 3 coins.
Exactly. So at the end of the draft, all the plays that are face down are put back in the deck. That means those cards can come out later on during the game. Then in Immortal 8 we have 3 types of cards. We have heroes, buildings, and wonders. Heroes and building are owned by player. That means those ones are gonna be mine.
Okay.
I place my hero on the bottom and my building on top, and then all the wonders are put in the middle of the table. That's why it's important to keep your token, so
Yes.
you keep track of who played how many wonders. So that's it for the living draft.
Who's first player? Now who starts to play?
Good
For
question.
the action phase.
The first player, we're gonna to determine the first player, we're gonna look at the hero cards.
Yes.
All heroes are numbered
Mhm.
from 1 to 12.
I have number 10.
I have number 3, so I have I'm the one that's gonna start because
Okay.
it's the I'm missing my words. So the one with the lowest number. Sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it. And now we can begin the kingdom phase, which is the action phase. We added an extra player in the game, so it's more understandable and easier for us to explain you how it's gonna work. So you can activate each card once. You can activate your heroes, your building. Once you activate a card, you tap it, so it's a reminder that you were already done the action.
Okay.
You have the right to activate one wonder during the game. So let's say I activate this one. And you can also activate your opponent's building.
But not heroes.
Not heroes.
Okay, buildings only.
On
My
building
heroes are
only.
safe in my area.
Exactly, buildings only. But it's not gonna be free. Your building have no cost except for the building that asks you
specifically to spend money.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let's say now I want to activate Matthew's building right here. Because it's the first building to my right, I'm gonna pay 1 coins in order to activate it.
To me? Do you pay to me?
No, I pay the money to the bank.
That's bad.
But let's say I activate this building, you're gonna earn 1 culture token.
Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, and 1 culture token, what is it? At the end of the game, it's gonna score 1 victory point.
Cool.
So it's not too bad for you.
Okay.
And so I paid 1 coins for this building, but let's say I wanted to play this one because it's the second one to my right. I would have paid 2 coins. I'm going to my right, but I could also go the other way around.
If it's cheapest.
Actually,
Cheaper.
yeah.
Okay.
The cheapest way, it's the better.
Okay.
Because you're an immortal and you can go everywhere. Exactly. So once, let's say I was playing, I'm done with all my action. All the cards that I activated are placed back.
So I can use them in my turn.
Exactly. It's not because I use your building that you're not able to activate.
So you perform all your actions during your turn. Once you've passed, you passed.
Exactly. Okay. I play all my action in the order I want. That means I could have played the wonder first, then my hero, then your building, etc. I play as many actions as I want or as I can because I'm limited. And once I'm done, it's gonna be the next player
on your
clockwise.
Left. Okay.
Exactly. So that would be here or
neutral player, for example.
Exactly.
Player C. Okay, and then my turn because I'm last for this one.
Exactly. So this is it for the action phase, so the kingdom phase. Now we're gonna see the supremacy, which is the 3rd and last phase of a round. So now we are at the supremacy phase. So in Immortal 8, there is 3 different types of civilization. There's the science, the military, and the chaos. During the supremacy phase, we're gonna look around the table and see which player has the most tokens in each civilization. Each civilization that we call the classics one, which means science and military. So now let's say for the military supremacy, Matthew has here 3 tokens, so he won the supremacy. A supremacy token is worth 4 victory points at the end of the game, so that's quite good.
Thank you.
Then for the science supremacy, well, unfortunately we're both at tie. We both have 2. So because it is a strict majority, no one earns the supremacy token. Then for the chaos, there is none, because it's a different civilization, very particular, and we'll go through it during the explanation of the different immortals. So once the supremacy phase is done, the first round is complete. All the cards that you played, all the tokens and gold coins you earned are kept for the second round. But you have to keep in mind that you have some limits. For the civilization token, you can only own 10 of them, all included. That means you have here 5.
It's not 10 of each.
No, it's not 10 of each. So it's 10 in total. And same for your coins. That would be 10 coins per player. So now that we're done, we're gonna flip our board and begin the second round. So
it is played counterclockwise this time?
It is. That means two different things. First of all, the order of play is gonna be in the counterclockwise, sorry. And also the last player that played during the first round is now gonna be the first one. It's just to ensure equity in the play. So same as the first round, there's gonna be the draft, the kingdom phase, and the supremacy. During this draft, you'll only be given 4 cards, among which you'll be able to reveal 2.
So I can't try. We will play only 5 cards during the entire game.
Exactly, only 5 cards during the entire game, but because you have wonders and you can activate other players' building, you'll see there's a lot of action to do, a lot of combos and choices. So same as the first round, the draft, the kingdom, and the supremacy. Once the second round is done, it's gonna be the victory phase, during which we're gonna reveal the immortals one by one in a very particular order. You'll see why. And we're gonna count the score of each player. So for the scoring of each player, first there's gonna be the immortal score, so it depends on each immortal. Then each player is gonna earn 4 victory points for each supremacy token. Then 1 victory point per culture token on their building. Then there's some direct victory points that you can earn throughout the games. Those ones are worth, well, the number on it. Then we have what we call the wonder rankings. As I said before, when you play a wonder, you you gain a bonus of a wonder token. And at the end of the game, we're gonna look around and see who has the most wonder tokens. So that would be you, Matthew. And because you're first in the wonder ranking, you will earn
8 points.
Exactly, 8 victory points. Then me and our factious player, we are both at tie. But that's not a problem because the wonder ranking is a soft majority, which means we both here gain 4 points. Then if at the table we had like a third player, a third person in the ranking, he would have owned 2 victory points. Then we have the last resource of the game, which are the diamonds.
Mhm.
Diamonds are very particular because they score depending on their rarity, which
And
means
there are only 5 of them?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
very
I can't see
important.
any other. Okay.
Indeed, there's only 5 of them. So once they're all by or owned by players, you can't have any more.
Okay.
And how does it work? Well, if there's only one diamond in play, it is worth 8 victory points. Then as soon as there is 2, they are each worth 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
So if
They
there is
decrease.
yeah, they
Mhm.
decrease exactly. So if there's 2 or 3 diamonds in play, they're each 4 victory. They score each 4 victory points.
Mhm.
Sorry, and then if there's 4 or 5, it's gonna be 2 victory points for each. So as soon as someone buy a diamond, it kind of put pressure on his opponents.
Yeah, I see.
So that's it for the victory phase, and now the most important, we're gonna look around all the immortals and see how they score and what are their different abilities. So, as you may have guessed, there's 8 immortals in the game. They're all numbered from 1 to 8, and they're gonna reveal themselves in that order. It's very important. You're gonna see why in a few seconds. So first we have Justice. Justice is very particular because she's the only immortal that can reveal herself throughout the game. So why, you may ask?
Yes.
Well,
why is it useful?
Because Justice has the ability to win any tie, which means during a Supremacy phase, for example, if Matthew and I had 2 science tokens and I was Justice, I would have revealed myself and tell you, well, I'm winning this Supremacy. Why is it important for her? Because her way of scoring is that she doubles her Supremacy tokens. So instead of 4, it's gonna worth 8 victory points. On top of that, when she reveals herself, she comes with a Supremacy token. So she's already at 8 points no matter what happens during her play.
Yeah, because she automatically reveals at the end of the game. So that's if
Yes.
he didn't have the opportunity to use her power, she gains the Supremacy token anyway.
Exactly. So that's it for Justice. Now we have Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the first Immortal of Chaos. He scored 1 victory point for each Chaos token in play.
In play, not only the one he owns.
Exactly,
Okay.
so on the entire table. Also, his second way of scoring is kind of fun because he has to guess all the immortals in play. If he gets it right, he earns 15 victory points. But because it's kind of a difficult task, he can use a wild card, which means he'll be able to look at one immortal. So let's say tomorrow I can look at your cards if I'm not sure which immortal you are. That is because tomorrow is the second immortal. It's important that all the other immortal are kept secret.
Yes.
Before he reveals himself. So that's why we reveal each immortal one by one. But tomorrow, it's either he gets every immortal right, either he make 1 mistake and it's gonna be 0 for him.
And if I use my wild card,
Yeah.
do I have 15 as well?
No, instead of 15, you earn 10 victory points.
Okay. It's kind of all in for tomorrow.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then we have Galmi. Galmi earned 2 victory points for each wonder token in play, and he doubles the victory points he earned during the wonder ranking. So let's say he's first in this ranking.
16 instead of 8.
Exactly. That is a very consequent
It's
scoring.
quite a score, yeah.
Yeah. Then we have Abhilasha over here. Abhilasha is the second immortal, of Chaos. He scored 2 victory points for each Chaos token in play, and 1 victory point for each coins he has left at the end of the game.
So a maximum of 10, since we cannot own more than 10 coins.
Exactly. Then we have Narashima. We haven't talked about it yet, but in the game you can destroy cards.
Okay.
But only your cards, obviously, not your opponents. So when you destroy a card, you're gonna put it in the discard pile. And at the end of the game, Narashima is gonna score 2 victory points for each card in this discard pile.
Okay.
Also, if you discard a building and there's some culture token on it, you're gonna lose them.
Okay.
It's like this. But for Narashima, when he reveals himself, so during the victory phase, he can discard all the cards that is in front of him, well, as much as he wants.
Does he lose culture as well?
Well,
in this case?
In this case, he doesn't. He's gonna collect all his culture before destroying his cards. Then we're gonna count all the cards in the discard pile, etc. Also, Narashima earns 2 victory points for each legendary heroes in play. There are 3, and they are marked with the head of a lion.
Okay.
Then we have Phoenix. Phoenix, she's the specialist of science. She earns victory points depending on the number of science tokens she earned. So it's going to be 6 victory points for 1 to 3 tokens, then 12 for 4 to 6, and then 7 and plus she's going to earn 18 victory points. On top of that, she doubles the culture on her building, so that can be very powerful as well. Then we have Guinsoo over here. He's the military immortal, so he's going to score 3 victory points for each military token he earns, knowing that you can only own 10 civilization tokens. And also he's gonna score 1 victory point for each military card he has in front of him.
He's pretty much straightforward.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have a subtle strategy. And then at last we have Xayan, the collector. He's gonna earn 8 victory points for each series he makes of 1 science, 1 military, and 1 chaos. But because you only have, you can only earn, as I say, 10 civilization tokens, he can only make 3 series, so 24 victory points. That's why all his diamonds is gonna be worth 8 points, no matter how much there is in play or how much he earns.
His diamonds do not decrease.
Exactly, he's not concerned by the decreasing of the diamonds. So that's it for the Immortals. I think we went through everything. Well, it was an overview because Immortal 8 is very simple to understand, but everything is
comes from the card. There are a lot of combos.
Exactly.
A lot of choices.
So now, if you want to see what it is to play Immortal 8, you can go and have a look at our YouTube channel and see an example of a game.
Thank you.
Thank you.